y'all, welcome to the channel. My name is Sean. This is UCM Pigs, and today we're going to be doing a little repair to my 2016 Ultra Classic. This past weekend I went on a little road trip up to New Jersey and Pennsylvania, a little over 700 miles, and about an hour, 2 hours into my trip, my left floorboard pad came loose. It just wore out. I'll take the camera over here and show you in a minute. So I'm going to be repairing that today, and I'm going to show you what I'm repairing with. But before we get started, let me remind you to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always on my channel, if you don't feel like typing words, just leave me an emoji. Let me know you were here. I would greatly appreciate that. So I'm going to move the camera over here. I'm going to show you what we're dealing with here. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to repair this, or what I've purchased to repair it. Floorboards. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in detail. So let's go over here and let me show you what's going on. Okay, I apologize for the audio. You should charge your wireless mics before you decide to record video. So we're just going to use the mic on the GoPro. But this is what I'm dealing with here. You can see I got some Velcro strips on here. I've been carrying these Velcro strips in my tour pack for years, and I finally found something to use them for, and that's when this pad broke loose. Here, I'll show you. So I had these Velcro strips. It comes in a roll. I just cut it in 4-foot lengths, and I've been carrying it around for years in my tour pack. And I could have used some duct tape. I could have used some zip ties. I could have used electrical tape, but those work great. I don't have any tape residue on here, and they held out the whole trip, which was over 700 miles. Because like I said, this happened within the first 2 hours of my road trip. But this pad just broke free. Now, it was held on by this front one. I just pulled it off a while ago when I had my technical difficulties, but you can see the rubber just gave out. Now, the bike is a 2018, and these are stock to the bike, and it has over 57,000 miles on it. So I did get some use out of these, but these are obviously shot, so we've got to come up with something different. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be replacing my floorboards with, and let's go over to the bench. Let me show you that. This is the old pad, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm not replacing the entire floorboard. I am just replacing this pad. I got this set right here off of Amazon. I had really good reviews, and they actually are a little better quality than the stock Harley ones. Let me show you. So we're going to get this out of plastic and kind of compare them, and you can just look right off the bat at the thickness. The replacement one is obviously thicker than the stock one, and it's basically just some rubber mounted shock absorbers that this is going to basically we're going to lube it up with a little dish soap and poke them down through those holes after I get the old ones out, and people seem to speak highly of them. So I don't remember what I paid for them. I'll put it in here, and there'll also be a link in the description if you have the same problem. But I mean, it's obviously looks like it's a little better product. Rubber coated metal. So yeah, we're gonna replace it with these. Now, a lot of people have opinions on these. Some people may say, well, why don't you just get rid of your stock floorboards? The stock ones suck. Stock sucks. Well, you know what? To each is their own. I'm going to tell you something that just comes from experience. There's no secret. I spent 20 years of my life in the United States Navy, and ships are made of steel. I'm going to tell you right now, I have a VA disability. I have to go to the doctor often. Pretty much my lower back and every joint down is shot. My knees are shot. My hips are shot. I live in pain from walking on steel decks. Steel does not give. In my simple mind, it makes sense to have something rubber mounted to rest my feet on. So that's why I decided to go back to something that is equivalent to the stock. So let's get into this install and see how easy this goes. Maybe. Okay, so I have no clue what kind of tools I'm going to need. There was no instructions. I've watched some videos online, read some of the reviews on how people did this. So basically I need to get these old rubber grommets, if you will, whatever, the old connections, these things, little nipples, whatever you want to call them, from the old one out of the holes on the steel plate. I just got some various pliers and stuff, and then we're going to be using just some detergent to lubricate up these new ones, and supposedly they should poke right through. We'll see about that. So let's get on this. That was pretty easy. Alright, so that wasn't so bad. So I'm going to get a little cleaner and clean this up, and then we're going to get to the installation part. Alright, so let me sit down here. Might make it a little better if I sit down. Okay, so we're going to take a little detergent and lube these things up. Now I'm trying to turn around and face the camera so you can hear me. Again, microphone problems, first world problems. Take a little bit of this detergent on my finger and just kind of rub it around these things. My wife's probably looking for her detergent. Alright, get that out of the way. Set this up here. See if these will press in place. It looks like you got the front and the back one in. I may need to reach underneath it with a pair of needle noses, flip it up a little bit. I think that's it. It's on there. So that was pretty simple. Not much to it. Alright, so I've got one of them on. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. We're not going to record that. It's going to be the same process. I'm going to pull the old one off, lube up this one, slip it down into place. Now, if you see, there's like a little ridge around there. That's where you want it to come through. I did on the bottom side, like I said, the top one and the back one slipped in pretty good. These two middle ones gave me a little problem, but what I did was I grabbed a pair of needle nose, grabbed these 2 points right here, and just pulled it through, and I didn't have any problems. So I'm gonna get this one installed, and we'll be done. So I hope you guys found this informative, and like I said, you know, there'll be a link for these down in the description. This is not a paid promotion. I purchased these. If you're having the same problem, it's a pretty sturdy product. We'll see how well they wear. So until we talk again, you guys be careful. You guys be safe. Always keep your shiny side up, and we'll talk to you next time.